In this section of the course, we're going to be talking about communication. We're going to know how computers talk to each other and also what do you use in order to talk to each other. So let's say you are going to a business, all right? In the business itself, computers needs to talk to each other, right? Now, how does like every computer knows where to go or who to talk to? Well, basically, they use something called IP address. Now, IP address is just a way to give a number to a machine in order to talk to it. It's like a phone number. So in order for me to talk to you, I have to dial your phone number, right? And for the IP address, it looks similar to a phone number, but actually it has a certain characteristics in order to have it do the job that it's supposed to do. Now let's not go fast and let's explain the IP address. Now first of all, let's assume you are trying to talk to someone in another state. So let's say computer A here in this section is trying to talk to computer B over the internet, right? Now, in order to do that, let me first show you the IP address of my computer so at least you get an idea of how it looks like. So IP config. This command you will need to know it. IP config, it's a very critical command that you will gonna be using a lot in your daily basis, or especially if you are like as a network engineer, IT, or help desk. You're gonna know how to type IP config, which is this one, IP config, and it will give you all this information. Now, based on this information, we will know what is the IP address of my computer. So as we can see here, we are using 192.168.1.119. So basically my Ethernet card, which is Ethernet adapter number 6, it's using this IP address, and this is actually stuff that are extremely important, but we will be talking about them in the next section. For now, I just want you to know what is an IP address and what actually computers use in order to talk to each other. Now let's move on here and let's say your computer here, like I'm giving my computer my IP address now, as you can see here in the bottom. So my computer now, it's 192.168.1.1.119. So I'm trying to talk to this computer here, which is 10.10.50. Now there is a lot of things that happen here before even it gets to the internet, and also there's a lot of things that happens here when it gets to the internet as well as here. So when it gets to the other section, there is a lot of things that happen in order for it to go to the right computer, because you're not going to have one computer in your business. So when it comes here, there are multiple PCs. So there is PCs, let's say accounting, there is also a PC in the reception, right? And also there is another PC for security, like security department, etc. Now our job here is to understand what happens behind the scene in each section here in order to troubleshoot those issues. Now, as we said, this course is to teach you what you're going to be dealing exactly in the real field. It's not about passing the exam or just like taking that piece of paper thinking that you know what you're doing. This course, it will explain to you exactly how things happen behind the scenes, so for you it's easy to spot the issue or at least to know where to start. Now in the next video, we're gonna take this IP address, which is mine, and we're gonna talk a little bit about it, and we're also gonna see how PCA get to talk to PCB and what happens between them. This area is going to be our focus now. So we're going to focus here on what happened between A and B and what are the steps that every computer takes in order to reach out to its destination. So let's move on to the next section before we even understand what's a firewall, or switch, or wireless controller, or like L3 switch, or phones, or etc. We're just gonna talk first about the basics or the fundamentals that you must know. I'm not gonna talk about things that you just gonna use to pass the exam. I'm gonna talk about things that you must. Without them, you're not gonna make it in the IT field. So let's move on to the next section, and I'll see you there.